Septimus Lewis, also known as Franklin Lewis and Rum Lyon, of Paradise, St. Andrew, passed away on Friday, 22nd April 2022, at the age of 61. He was the father of Cassandra, Mervyn, Rydon, and Levon, grandfather of Serene, Liam, Molina, Kyle, Caron, Camaya, and Kelshon, brother of Anna in England, Daston in Grenada, Richard, Claudette, Lucky, Agnes, Cuthbert, and Honoré in Trinidad, uncle of many including Anne-Marie, Johnny, Cathy-Ann, David, Princess, Akim, Valen, and Kevon, nephew of Rose, Tontine, and Josephine. Many other relatives and friends including Bobby, Charles, Murray, Ayu, Minister Kate Lewis, the Lewis family of Paradise and Seamoon, the Francois family of La Poterie, Sugarhead, the boys by Hepton's shop, and friends and neighbours of Paradise and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Septimus Lewis, also known as Franklin Lewis and Rum Lyon, of Paradise, St. Andrew, will take place on Tuesday, May 17th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grenville Pentecostal Lighthouse, and interment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Veronica Ann Thomas, also known as Elvis and Vero, of Marigot St. John, passed away on Saturday, 23rd April 2022, at the age of 69. She was the wife of Stephen Andrew, mother of Sherna Thomas, pastor to Heria Thomas, and Hilary Laidlaw in the USA, grandmother of Jade Thomas, Thalia and Timon Protein, Keishon Prince, and Andrew Thomas in the USA, sister of Maria Charles in Grenada, Sandra Cador, and Mary Grant in the UK, niece of Floris King in Trinidad, aunt of Juliet Ventoux in the USA, Julia Charles, and Marilyn Andrews, mother-in-law of Kennard Andrew and Pastor Donovan Laidlaw in the USA, sister-in-law of Justin Charles, Claudette Andrew, and Lynette Andrew in Trinidad, grand-aunt of David Jr., Julianne, and Devani Hopkin in the USA, godmother of Kenny Sampson, Reynold McMeo, and Shelda Orr, cousin of Emmanuel Hyacinth, also known as Mo Young. Many other relatives and friends including Ronald Ventoux, Clayton Bowen, Tyrone Protein, Paulette Rodney, Selma Braffett, Denise Thomas, Neil and Kim Francis, Joy, Sean and Denix Sabazan, June Thomas, Judy Howell, the staff of the St. George's University, the Daniel family of Willis, the Charles family of the Limes, the Andrew family of Snug Corner, and friends and neighbours of Marigot and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Veronica Ann Thomas, also known as Elvis and Vero, of Marigot St. John, will take place on Tuesday, 17th May at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Open Bible Church Grove St. John, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Mary Veronica Alexis, also known as Cynthia Alexis and Girl Girl, of Florida St. John, passed away on Tuesday, 3rd May 2022, at the age of 89. She was the mother of Michael Alexis, also known as Cass, mother-in-law of Pearl Douglas, grandmother of Shawnell, Brent, also known as Manna, Sharon, Jason, Shonika, Junette, Julia, Michelle, Danelle, and Perla Douglas, great-grandmother of Shania, Georgelle, Javon, Alexis, Kaylee, Jordan, Cameron, Carrie, Kishona, and Jaquan Douglas, sister of Sybil and Leah Alexis in the USA, and Lydia Francis in Grenada, aunt of many including Anne Ventoux, Kevin, Errol, Sandra Ashby, Sherma, Judith, Pat, Barbara, Ira, Matthew, Trevor, Yvonne, Claire, and Jacqueline, grand-aunt of many including Pearl, Kareem, Donika, and Kenton, godmother of Judy Lewis and Derek. Many other relatives and friends including the Alexis family of Florida, the Walker, Wilson, and Mason families of Grove, the Simon family of Victoria, the Simeon family of Westerhall and in the United States and the UK, Nurse Laura Joseph, Diana Mitchell, Maureen Lewis, Dr. John Wright, Miranda Mitchell, Laureen Sampson, Goodell and DeAndre Lewis, Joyce Chance, Norma Noel, and friends and neighbors of Florida and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Mary Veronica Alexis, also known as Cynthia Alexis and Girl, of Florida St. John, will take place on Wednesday, 18th May at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Peter's Catholic Church Grove, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Wilma Cecilia Pear, also known as Cecilia Gibbs, of Cemetery Hill St. George's, who resided at Seaview Carriacou, passed away on Thursday, 21st April 2022, at the age of 59. She was the life partner of Mr. George Phillip, mother of 12, survived by 9 children, Andrea Plenty, Daniel Pear, Zara, Ken, Kenrick and Terry Gibbs, Teresia and Javon Modeste. Sister of Wilbur, Wilfred, Winston, Wendell and Charmaine Pear, Camille, Gary and Dexter Phillip. Grandmother of 16. Aunt and great-aunt of many, too numerous to mention. Close friends Yvonne Thomas and family, Kerry George and family, Natasha Primus and family, the Honourable Kendra Methuen Stewart and family, the Honourable Peter David, the Honourable Brenda Hood, and Pastor Junior McNeil and family. Other relatives and friends including the Pear, Gibbs, Charles and Purcell families in Grenada, the Dick, Matheson and Charles families in Carriacou, the staff of the Ministry of Health and Local Government in Carriacou, and friends and loved ones of Cemetery Hill St. George's and Seaview Carriacou and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Wilma Cecilia Pear, also known as Cecilia Gibbs of Cemetery Hill St. George's, who resided at Seaview Carriacou, will take place on Wednesday, 18th May at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. George's Anglican Church, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Patrick Edwin Charles, also known as Edwin Harris and Ocean, passed away in Colorado Springs, USA on Sunday, 24th April 2022, at the age of 74. He was the husband of Lonita Walker, father of Patrick Jr. and Virgil in the USA, and Akio in Germany, brother of George Alwyn Charles, also known as Alwyn Harris in St. Croix, and Carol Simon Halal in the United Kingdom, brother-in-law of Cynthia Charles in St. Croix, and Bob Halal in the UK, grandfather of London and Sierra in the USA, and Olivia and Jaden in Germany, uncle of Natalie Alexander in St. Croix and Dexter Charles in the USA, great-uncle of Mario Alexander, Delicia Sam, and Jelani Jacoby in the USA. Special family and friends including the Hopkin family in Grenada and the UK, the Fraser family of Lamode, the Price family in St. Croix, the Lorraine and Charles families in the UK, the Stanislaus Williams families of Markey, the Walker family in the USA including Gabby and Tyrone, the Peters and Tika families in the United Kingdom and Grenada, Nordica Francis in the USA, Peter Tom and family of Loretto, and friends in Colorado Springs, New York, Houston, USA, Grenada and in the United Kingdom. Patrick Edwin Charles, also known as Edwin Harris and Ocean, was cremated on Thursday, 5th May. His ashes will be interred in Grenada at a later date. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Daniel Seeley of Belmont St. George, also known as the Scorpion, who also resided in the USA and in Romania, transitioned into eternity on Wednesday, 13th April 2022, at the age of 62. He was a top-of-the-line Calypsonian, cultural artiste and musical entertainer extraordinaire, the first ever steel pan playing and singing Calypsonian. Left to mourn his mother, Histelina Seeley, his ex-wife Mariana Seeley, sons Nicholas, Kurt and Sean, stepsons Pavlos and Alex, Brothers George, Derek, and Edward Seeley. Sister-in-law Kimmer Seeley. Uncle Michael Thomas in the U.S. Aunts Evelyn Thompson and June Stewart in Grenada. Grand-uncle and aunt Lincoln Thomas in the U.S. and Olive Thomas in Canada. Cousins Carol, Roger, Richard, Ronald, Rhonda, Rachel, Audrey, Carmen, Pauline, Jeremy, and many others in Grenada and abroad. Nephews Marlon, Nigel, Jamel, and Kirk. Nieces Melissa and Jade. Many other relatives and friends, including his friends by Lucy Shop at Belmont, the Thomas family of the Carenage and Tontine, the Seeley family of Loths Lane, the Calypso Culture and Entertaining Fraternity in Grenada, the U.S., Romania, and the cruise ship industry, Mr. Kenneth Nowell, Pastor Paul Alexander, Anne-Marie Cox, and neighbours and friends of Belmont, Springs, Paddock, and surrounding areas, and the wider Grenadian community. The funeral service of the transitioned Daniel Seeley will be held on Thursday, 19th May, at the St. George's Anglican Church at 1 p.m., and burial will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. A special offering will be collected. God's peace and love to all from his family. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Errol Richard Conroy Langine, also known as Errol Richard Conroy Bruno, of Grand Anse St. George, who resided at Petmotor St. David, passed away on Monday, 18th April 2022, at the age of 71. He was the father of Kenneth Charles Hollis Algie Langine, Lisa, Neil Bedeau, and Troy Prentice, grandfather of Cameron, Keyshawn and Caden Charles, Monet, Chiron, Jaden, and Anaya, brother of Bernadette Lewis, Gail Langine, Maudlin Langine in the USA, Catherine Langine, Agnes Scott in the USA, Dora Pilgrim in Canada, and Cecil and Augustine Bruno, close and dear friend of Alice Gibson, father-in-law of Lady Bayard Charles, brother-in-law of Albert Lewis, nephew of Annie Smith, Mary Paul, Nelsia Langine, Francis Bruno, John Francis, David Paul, and Clefrin Langine, nephew-in-law of Reuben Smith, uncle of Asher Langine, Annette and Albert Abbey Lewis, Maisha and Malika Langine, Ali and Alicia Scott, Samantha and Cassandra Bruno. Caregivers Agista Campbell and Tron Stewart. Many cousins, other relatives and friends in Canada, the USA, and Grenada, including Isaac, Laurel, Louise Paul and family, Virginia Romaine and family, Louis Blackman and family, the Langine, Louison, Jessamy, and Monroe families of Marigot, Concord, Cotton Bailey and Grove, Joan Glean and family, Yoland Williams and family, the cadet families of St. Paul's and in the USA, the Antwine family of Pedmotor, Lynette Prentice, Glenna Francis, Adrian and Alwyn Francis, Jean Charles, Terry Cox, Anna Alexander, Patsy Bruno, Dennis Henry, Venetia Garraway, Joycelyn and Wine and family, the Maxwell and Norrie families, Marilyn Matthews, Jane Donald and family, Adrian Aben, Francis Mapp, the Bruno, James, and Gabriel families, Dr. Devon Francis, nurses Cox, Mitchell, Braffett, and Brown, the staff of the Pedmotor Medical Station, and friends and neighbours of Grand Anse, St. Paul's, Pedmotor, and in Carriacou. The funeral of the late Errol Richard Conroy Langine, also known as Errol Richard Conroy Bruno, of Grand Anse St. George, who resided at Pedmotor St. David, will take place on Thursday, 19th May at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Paul's Catholic Church, and entombment will be at the Mount Airy Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anne E. Nowell of Thebaid St. David died on Monday, 2nd May 2022, at the age of 80. Left to mourn are her children Norbert Taylor, Lennox Nowell in Canada, Patsy Nowell John, Vanessa Byron in Canada, Irma Nowell and Christine Nowell in Canada, stepdaughter Suzanne Charles, 3 brothers Morris Henry and Gregory Taylor in the U.S., and Zephyrin Taylor in Grenada, 3 sisters, Olive Mark and Edlyn Ross in Canada, and Shirley Adams. Sons-in-law, Nicholas John and Francis Byron in Canada. Daughter-in-law, Anne-Marie Taylor. 32 grandchildren, including Orlando, Sabrina, Bathsheba, Tyrone, Kizzy, Denzel and Angel Noel, Kimberly Roberts, Jenox Thompson, Dante John, Ermicah Blackman, Roland and Irvin Lewis, Abina and Danga Taylor, Nadine Jessamy, Colleen Radix, and Kenesha Modeste. 19 great-grandchildren, including Rolanda Lewis, Ashley James, Shalanda Noel, Kimia Roberts, and Logan Thompson. 1 great-great-grand, 2 sisters-in-law, and 1 brother-in-law. Aunt of many in Grenada, Canada, the USA, and the UK, including Pamela Mark. Other relatives and friends, Father Gerald Paul, Sharon Caliste, Bernadette Moraine, Valerie Francis, Elaine Klein, Dr. John Lane, Doreen Bain and family, Alban Thomas and family, the Chateau family, the Redhead family, the Brazan family, and other friends and family of Thebaid and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Anne E. Noel of Thebaid St. David will take place on Thursday, 19th May at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Immaculate Conception of St. Joseph, Petite Esperance St. David, and interment will be at the St. David Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Adam St. Bernard Murrell of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, passed away on Friday, 8th April 2022 at the age of 34. Left to cherish his memory are his father, Charles Murrell, mother, Jessica Oren St. Bernard, brothers Kelvin and Niall, sisters Dale, Eula, and Kathy, many nieces and nephews, in-laws, including the Granger family of Ravine, the Murrell family of New Hampshire and abroad, and his aunt Jennifer Julian residing in Canada, and many friends. The funeral of the late Adam John St. Bernard Murrell of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will take place on Thursday, 19th May at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Wallace Memorial Pentecostal Church, New Hampshire St. George, and interment will be at the Murrell Family Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Louisa Fedora Charles, also known as Mum of Seaview Carriacou, who resided in the United Kingdom, passed away on Monday, March 7th, 2022, at the age of 76. She was the mother of Melvin and Edwin Newton, Patricia Chase and Donis Romaine, grandmother of Ruel Chase, Shania Simon, Brittany Bristol, Dana, Javon, Ariel, Nina, Moses, Naomi, Aaron and Ian Newton, great-grandmother of 7, sister of Claudette Simmons and Festina Bernard in the United Kingdom, aunt of many too numerous to mention, her caretaker Jerry Roseman, many other relatives and friends including the Charles and Romaine families, the Roseman and Patterson families, and neighbors of Seaview and surrounding areas and in the United Kingdom, too numerous to mention. Louisa Fedora Charles, also known as Mum of Seaview Carriacou, who resided in the United Kingdom, was cremated on May 5th in the United Kingdom. A memorial service will be held in Grenada at a later date to be announced. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Vera Isle Doreen Shade of Mount Pleasant Carriacou passed away on Thursday, May 5th, 2022, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Vera Isle Doreen Shade of Mount Pleasant Carriacou will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Joseph Dominic Collier, also known as Two-Seed of Birdgrove St. Andrew, who resided at Tabor St. David, passed away on Monday, 2nd May 2022, at the age of 75. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Dominic Collier, also known as Two-Seed of Birdgrove St. Andrew, who resided at Tabor St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Salion S. Andrew of Hermitage St. Patrick passed away on Tuesday, 3rd May 2022, at the age of 52. The funeral arrangements for the late Salion S. Andrew of Hermitage St. Patrick will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Shaman Buckmeyer of Birchgrove St. Andrew died on Sunday, May 8, 2022, at the age of 9. The funeral arrangements for the late Shaman Buckmeyer of Birchgrove St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Philemon Jeffrey, also known as Philo, of Tivoli St. Andrew, who resided at Riversally St. Patrick, passed away on Saturday, 7th May 2022, at the age of 88. The funeral arrangements for the late Philemon Jeffrey, also known as Philo, of Tivoli St. Andrew, who resided at Riversally St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Geraldine Victor née Elcock of Mardi Gras St. David, who resided at Molinaire St. George, died on Wednesday, May 4th, 2022, in Kentucky, USA, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Geraldine Victor née Elcock of Mardi Gras St. David, who resided at Molinaire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Hazel Lindor of Belmont St. George died on Friday, 29th April 2022, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Hazel Lindor of Belmont St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Darren Stephen of Hopevale St. George, who resided in Boston, Massachusetts, died on the 17th of April at the age of 45. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Darren Stephen of Hopevale in St. George, who resided in Boston, Massachusetts, in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Simon Thomas, also known as Kojo, of Frequente St. George, passed away on Thursday, 7th April 2022, at the age of 60. The funeral arrangements for the late Simon Thomas, also known as Kojo, of Frequente St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The Bible, this book, familiar to every person on the face of the earth today, gives us directions for our life. When death comes, there is great sorrow to the family and friends and loved ones of the one that has passed on. But if we put our trust in the Lord Jesus Christ and we follow the instructions of this book, we know we will meet again. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. There must be a decision, because without a decision, the decision is made to be separated from God. So put your trust in the Lord. Believe. The thief on the cross said, Lord, consider me. And Jesus said, today you would be with me, this very hour. And they died together. So put your trust in the Lord, and God bless you during your time of grief and bereavement. Put your trust in the Lord.